Hi guys, this is Melissa from Melissa Loves Orchids. So today I wanted to come on here and tell you about a thing that I did. All right, so I am sitting in my patio. I can't even be out there because it's so incredibly, let's say, warm. It's actually 93 degrees in Miami, and it just seems to be getting hotter and hotter. It's about, I think it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and I wanted to tell you about this thing that I did. So I have a friend, her name is Sarah, who works at Fairchild, and this, guys, is the Million Orchid Project. So let me tell you a little bit about what it is and what comes in this box. I have a QR code for you, so I am going to put a picture so you can have it and be able to scan it and see what this is all about. And so it comes in an adorable stained little box with a brochure and more info. QR code again, the Million Orchid Project. Okay, so this is a way for you to kind of give back in a way. So there are many orchids that are native to Florida that are not that commonly found anymore. Some are considered rare now because you can't find them anymore, because maybe they were growing on trees, those trees got cut down, and buildings were built, houses were built, neighborhoods, all that stuff. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Okay, let me tell you the project mission, and I'm going to give you a synopsis. If you do this, you can read it. It's also on the website, so go to Fairchild, fairchildgarden.org. Okay, and there's two very important contact people for this project. It's Luna Anna, okay, and I will put a picture so you can email them or call them, and Dr. Jason Downing. Okay, these are the people in charge of this lovely project. Okay, and this all started, now that I'm seeing it because I've already read this all started with the ghost orchid. So featured on the logo, so here you have the logo. The ghost orchid is featured on the $1 Million Project and symbolizes the project's commitment to conservation and restoration of the native orchid species. So the ghost orchid, which is actually Dendrophyllix lindenii, is rare and endangered, and it's native to Florida. So I've seen a lot of videos where people try to go through the jungles and through the Everglades and try to find the ghost orchid. Some of them are very respectful and they don't get near and they don't touch it, and some of them are not. But in any case, this is the photo behind the symbol, right? So it aims to raise awareness on the importance of preserving and reintroducing native orchids to their natural habitats. The ghost orchid serves as a powerful reminder of the project's mission to restore orchid populations and contribute to the overall biodiversity and health of the ecosystems. Here we have our QR code again, so you can't miss it, guys. You can't miss it. Check it out and see how you too can get a box. Okay, so the mission is to restore the South Florida's orchid paradise by engaging communities, students, and volunteers. So there's another project that I hopefully am going to be partnering up with, trying to see how I can get orchids for my school and I can naturalize them on the trees in on our campus, and see how I can bring orchids that are native to Florida into our school grounds. And that's so exciting. That's the next thing that I'm looking forward to doing. So you engaging community, students, volunteers, and groundbreaking science and community involvement to propagate and strategically introduce a variety of orchid species into public landscapes. So that's what this is trying to do. The goal, basically, in a nutshell, okay, take these orchids that are native to Florida and reintroduce them back into your landscape, your neighborhoods, your schools. I'm going to try to put these on my trees, okay, because once these were everywhere and now they're not. So let's talk about what comes in this box. By the way, there's 12, 4 different kinds, and 3 of each kind. 4 times 3, so you get 12. One of them is, look, in bloom. This is, if you recognize the Tempensis and Cyclia Tempensis, okay. Here in your brochure you have more information, a million reasons to get involved, so that's you, get involved. And then here we have the orchids that come in this box. So first, and I think the most popular, is the Encyclia tempensis. It's this one here. I'll give you another close-up view of the flower. So even though this is tiny, these are 2 years old, as I was told, but they're ready to be naturalized. By naturalized, I mean put on trees, and they're blooming size, so they're ready to go. So it's also known as the butterfly orchid, native to the Bahamas, Cuba, and Florida. The flowering period is May to August with its peak in June. So this one's actually a little late because we're in July, the end of July. And it grows on a wide variety of native trees here in Florida. Okay, the next one, which would be, by the way, they all come with their adorable tag. The next one is undulatum, Trichocentrum undulatum, known as the mule-eared orchid, native to southern Florida. And they grow on trunks and branches of hardwood trees and mangroves, and they have long, leathery, folded leaves that can reach over 5 feet long. The next one, and actually I think there's one missing. Yeah, there's one missing. I guess they didn't have it. But you also normally get the Bletia purpurea, commonly known as pine pink, native to pine rockland and cypress swamps in the state of Florida. Usually 3 to 5 light green grass-like leaves. That's this one here at the end. See this one? Okay. And it flowers from December to March. So look at how pretty this pretty little pink flower. Next up, you have the Oncidium ansatum. That would be this second one here. Ansatum also looks, if I take one out, I gotta take them all out. Eesh. Should I try it? Yes, I'll do it. This is the ansatum. All right, and this is an Oncidium native to, it's a terrestrial, okay? Grows in densely shaded hammock and dry grassy rocky slopes, and it can be partially epiphytic, growing within the debris on the bases of trees. Yeah, look how healthy that looks. And it is in moss. So I have to make decisions on how I'm going to naturalize these. And the last one is Cryptopodium punctatum. I'm hoping that I'm saying these correctly. That would be this one here. And this is the flower here. This is the bottom picture. And it is the Florida native known as the cigar orchid. So actually I saw a very, very large one of these in, I believe they have many in the Carl Smith nursery. So I saw this in person and this was spectacular. So it's also known as cigar orchid or cowhorn orchid, and there's a massive pseudobulbs that can grow up to 1.5 meters across, and an individual inflorescence can produce more than 500 flowers. The flowers come March through May. So very, very exciting. I'm really happy to be getting my box, and hopefully you too will reach out. I'll put a picture of the QR code so it is, more stable. And I hope we can plant these together. I want to mount them on my trees, and I want to keep these native orchids growing in my environment, in my backyard. So contact them if you want to participate and get a box of your own. I'll see you guys next time. Make time for things you love. Bye.